Hello and welcome to Out of Your League, featuring...
All Out Public!
What's going on, guys? It's All Out Public here with Out of Your League.
Here we are. Yep, we are together for the first time ever doing a collaborative project.
In the same physical space, but I wasn't about to set up a camera so you can see that. Just Ray, move your arm into the camera. So look. Oh my god!
Oh, cross-contamination.
Beautiful. Right,
Crossing the street.
proof done.
So we have gathered together to bring you some seasonal entertainment. It's not particularly seasonal flavoured, but it's Christmas and this isn't strictly kind of serious Pokemon stuff, so it's close enough to seasonal entertainment. We are going to be doing a game show for you.
Yeah.
The first main segment of which is going to be aping the successful ITV series?
BBC.
Channel 4.
BBC.
Channel 4, I would
Channel 4
Or
series.
Channel 5, maybe.
It's BBC. It's BBC, yeah. It's 100%.
It's Would I
BBC.
Lie to You? Featuring, Rob Brydon, David Mitchell and Lee Mack, of course. Instead, you have us. So we're going to be doing our best to fool you and one another. Each of us has a stack of cards under the sofa. On those cards are written either some obscure truths about ourselves or some lies that our teammates have made up for us, and we will have to bluff those as being true. The members of the opposite team will cross-examine us and kind of try to pick holes in our story, force us to improvise,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
We're going to have a lot.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not too embarrassing.
Yeah.
Depends what you choose.
depends on the nature of the truths. Yeah. So who's going to kick things off, guys?
I will if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, right. Tom,
Hosts go first.
take it away.
My dad once took me out with the intention of teaching me how to pick up women.
Wow.
Where did you go when he took you out?
To the pub.
How old
The
were you?
local pub.
It was called the Rising Sun.
Ironically.
The local pub, yes.
Maybe that's where he got the
What town was this
idea.
Huh?
What town was this in?
This is in the village where I grew up in Christian Malford.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Real place.
No,
So whose team are you on? It's not a real place.
The Mouth of Masquerade. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, exactly.
what do we already know about Charles Gray? Because he's been likened to a slacker.
He's like a slacking, right?
That's all I know.
What was his number one tip?
His number one tip was eye contact, which I felt immediately was too rapey.
Ooh, could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
It depends how insistent on the icon. Like if you're just
Yeah, well,
Like, the whole
I think
time,
his
it's gonna be
actual
a bit
words
much.
were, women like it if you can maintain eye contact, which I took as a dig, as if to say,
You
he's
can't.
saying I wasn't looking at people's eyes before.
check it out.
Maybe he's getting mixed up with the
Sorry, that's
interviews.
the eye contact.
Looking down to the
Yeah,
ground,
same
shuffling his
tips for
feet.
both, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
How successful was this in the end?
I mean,
Did it result in you?
that day, no, not very successful. In the Rising Sun, there weren't many other 15-year-old girls.
Did you
we could hit
practice
on.
this on anyone in the Rising Sun on that day?
Well, with the barmaid who was probably, 19? She was,
Barmaid?
She was
That's
the younger,
ambitious, yeah.
Yeah. But only the eye contact bit, I didn't try any, he didn't give me any lines. He was...
Okay.
So
That's
eye
why I
contact,
took the
no
intention
lines.
of. It never actually got anywhere.
So was it like a first trip was tip 1, and the second trip was tip 2, and third trip was tip 3, or did all the tips come out?
It wasn't about...
I mean, that's fine. You can help our team if you want that. But really,
It wasn't the first intense program.
I'm interested.
We can join in,
Yeah.
Well, but we didn't go out again, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
So-
that's it.
Was there
One
only
and
one
If it
done,
was
done.
1 out of 10, I failed after the
Stare
first,
at
so
them,
we
they'll
stopped.
love you forever. That's it. It's easy.
That was it.
Is it stuff you still use today?
I mean, it's always in the back of my head, sure. But I'm not
Don't stare at
actually
the back
going,
of the head.
remember what Dad said, remember what Dad said. Yes.
Bit of eye contact.
You can pull, son.
Do we
You'll be
have
a man,
any
my
other
son.
questions?
Was there any jokes that he taught you to help break the ice?
I wish there had been lines. That would have been helpful.
Okay,
Yes. I
It
had no
was-
lines. I was going in cold, but for the eye contact.
It was literally eye contact.
Yeah. Can I say it was my dad was and still is basically single, and therefore this team doesn't work for him either, right?
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay, I think we're going to have to push you for an
Yeah,
answer
I-
then, guys.
I think he stuck to his story about the.
I'm leaning to
the
true.
lines.
I'm
I'm
feeling
leaning for
true.
true as well.
like it could be.
True.
I think this
I
is
will
a father-son
happily
activity.
True.
That
We're gonna go with truth.
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh!
We're too trusting.
God, it's good.
Too
Holy
trusting.
shit.
My God.
I was born for this game.
That is a high bar set.
Even I believed him, you know. And we knew it was a lie.
Ah. Now we've got JP, the human unable to lie man. So,
I
Brilliant.
can't
Well,
tell a lie. Okay, I
Okay,
guess
JP.
I will crack out for all I'm humming with. I once drank 4 pints of milk in under 5 minutes.
JP, I know he likes to
Oh.
eat. His eating habits aren't usual. You know, he'll eat a
Okay.
quiche at a party. I've seen him do it.
My first question though: if you drink 4 pints of milk in 5 minutes, aren't you violently sick afterwards?
No, I've actually drunk milk for a very long time in my childhood, so I sort of just...
Yeah, but presumably not in 5
Look at
minutes.
Ray's like,
I can confirm that is fine. You are absolutely fine to do that.
Yeah, a glass or two
Yeah.
a day for 10 years is not training for when I jug 4 pints in 5 minutes.
5 minutes is a long time.
No, but it did,
Was it business or pleasure? Was it just was it just for the hell of it? You were just really thirsty for milk.
paid
Or
you?
It was kind of business, so it was
a
after...
dare, basically. Is what I mean.
No, it wasn't a dare. No,
Okay,
it was actually after a sports day at middle school. Because it was so ridiculously hot, and I'd been in like
Some
4 of
fresh
the
milk,
races that
please.
day, and so got home and just downed 4.
So after an event,
Sorry.
you'd been
After
running.
running?
So
you'd been-
yeah, so it was after sports day.
This was in the
Right.
summer.
Yeah.
You, don't
You got home,
Yeah.
full 4-pinter in the fridge, and you thought, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep going
No,
until I'm
was
hydrated."
it- was it
two
straight
of
from the carton?
That's
So you
what
got
a true
the
thirsty
what
milk
they
would do.
the 1.136
yeah,
litres,
yeah.
which is 2
Yeah,
pints. I
two
can
pints,
tell you
yeah.
that.
yeah,
Dairy man on our
Dairy.
team will know.
yeah.
Must be true.
568 millilitres in a pint.
Yeah.
Okay, you had 2 of those on the bout in the 5 minute spell.
Yes.
Did you chug it like Jerry does in Friends, where he does that and it just goes everywhere and it's not really a chug, or did it all go into the stomach?
No, Sam, I'm a civilised chap, and I pour it out in a cup.
You know, it's
Oh,
Oh,
really?
cut by
Yeah, that,
Yes.
4 pints.
Yes, you pour it all out into the cup, neck that, pour into another one, neck that,
Why?
and then you slow down
So
after
did you-
that.
He's an experienced milk
Did
drinker.
you
Like-
go
I think
into
we
it
have the
going,
experience
I'm
with
going to drink
drinking.
all that milk, or did you go, oh, I want more? Oh,
I was like,
want
oh
more.
god, I'm so thirsty, I'm so hot, I need to get this
I
inside
don't think
me
I'd
now.
pick milk though. Would you? After sport.
But if it's the only
After
cold thing in the
sport?
house,
It is more hydrating than water.
So whose side are you
I
on?
don't think that's not true.
And JB is a fan of
In
milk.
the
I'm a fan of
house,
milk.
it was
No,
Cramondale milk, and you
Oh.
know,
but
cow's
the
milk.
cow-
Also, it's
Tastes
5
good.
minutes. It's not 20 seconds. You know,
That's luxury milk.
It wasn't a
a pint-
speed eating
that's a
contest.
pint
It wasn't
a
like,
minute.
oh my
a pint
god.
a minute
Yeah.
and a bit.
Yeah, but I can't,
Eminently doable.
Yeah, but a pint a minute.
Right, okay, so you're going to say it's
People
true.
can down pints of beer
Yeah.
inside it
I
in less
think
than 5
I
seconds.
think
Yeah,
it's
but that's
true.
to get drunk.
But he needs
He
to,
wanted to
hydrate. He's
He was a
dying of thirst.
thirsty boy.
Hydrate to
He
dominate.
was
Sam.
overheating.
I think it's
And
On
milk
the
is
sports day.
delicious.
I think
It
it's
is.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
a weird thing.
Yeah,
to
I think it's
pick as your
weird.
truth. I feel like maybe it was supposed to be more impressive as a lie, but the time was maybe too long. And maybe it was supposed to be like, yeah, I drank 4 pints of milk in 30 seconds. But
I can't see
That would be
someone.
insane.
Yeah.
No one could do that.
yes, but that's the point of the game. So it shouldn't be. Yeah, well, that's quite believable.
Yeah, but if my lie was like, I'm actually Superman and he deflects bullets, you'd be like, well, it's clearly ludicrous and it's a lie. No, it has to be something.
I can't see coming back from doing sport, getting a full pint of milk and not doing it from the jug.
Was
can't-
there anything else cold
I can't
in
see
the
the
fridge
cup.
that you could have drunk?
There was some orange juice, yes.
Oh,
But
that's
orange
new.
juice
Too
is
sugar-
a bit
yeah,
too
too-
That's
acid.
2, yeah.
Still
You have more than one glass of orange juice and you're like, oh, God.
I'm saying lie.
I'm saying true, but Sam.
Sam, it's
a
yours
difficult
for
Sam
call.
gets the
No.
decider.
Oh, it sounds true, and I believe JP amongst weird food consumption, but I don't think you drink milk after a sports day, so I'm torn.
Okay,
I think
we're going live
No,
then.
I think it's a truth. I'm gonna go for truth.
Right,
Gonna flip flop.
JP.
we're going true.
I can tell you that it is a lie.
I knew it!
We're both terrible.
Good lad.
Who's next?
Okay, very good.
No one drinks milk after sport,
That's just not-
unless it's like those pro athletes who drink the shakes. But
You have a cup of tea, it cools you down. It's fine. That's got milk in it.
To be fair, about half that amount would be true.
right, it's
but-
me then, I guess. Right, here we go.
Okay, Sam, what you got for us?
Come on, Sam.
I once dated a girl using a false name.
Did the girl have the false name, or did you have the false name?
I had the false name.
You had the false name.
Knowing
They
Sam,
always say
that's
to go with a
quite
wooden
illegal.
leg.
Was it your first name, your last name, or both?
It was my first name. I didn't tell her my last name.
Oh, okay. So what did you say your name was?
Yeah, it was
Gareth.
Gareth.
Gareth?
He looks like a Gareth.
Why Gareth?
I think
It's Gaz.
I think Gareth and Stacey was popular at the time. I think it was like in the forefront
Gavin
of
and
my mind.
Stacey, first of all, not Gareth and Stacey. So it really wasn't
His
the
story's
forefront of
falling
your
apart.
mind.
He's cracking.
And why did you feel you had to use a fake name for
I
this?
thought it would be funny. So I was at school,
Wait, how old were you?
16 to 17.
Was it another person
10
at
years
your
ago.
school?
So, what, in sick form then?
Yeah, sixth form.
Sick form.
Were they another person at your school?
Yes, but they just joined.
And you-
Otherwise, they've been with you.
Yeah, otherwise they'd be like,
6 years prior, and they're like,
The transfer student.
Did you come to this conclusion on your own, or did your mates put you up to it and say, "Oh, go on, chat her up and say your name's
it
Gareth"?
was just me.
Ah, he is retarded.
Yeah.
So what did you say? Like, hi, I'm Gareth, but my friends call me
it
Gaz.
was the teacher was like, you know, when you all come in and they say, "Oh, introduce your names," you know, who are you? And you do, "Oh, I'm Sam. I'm Gareth." I just thought I'd lie. And then, yeah.
So I'm Sam. But wait.
And then we
That's
ended up
something he would
dating.
do.
chance for a whole new life. Hang on, I've got to take this.
Yeah.
But everyone else would know that he was Sam still.
Yeah,
Well,
no one
what
else
was
in there.
everyone
Didn't
else's
no one
reaction
else
to
house.
this?
I have no other friends.
It wasn't a big class, and people just didn't.
Sam,
Really
Oh, you were at
speak up.
private school, weren't you?
Yeah, it wasn't like 50
Big
people.
posh.
Okay, so you didn't think to do this in private, you did this in front of everyone.
Yeah,
It was like, hi, I'm Gareth.
yeah. It was a drama class, so maybe they thought it was an exercise.
Drama class.
He is very handsome and good at drama.
Intelligent and good at drama,
that's
not
what it
handsome.
I'll take the
That
second.
was never.
That only means that he went to the drama class, not that he did any of this stuff. He would probably have been taught drama, yes.
He was there.
I mean, I'm leaning towards lie. on
I'm
this
leaning towards lie at the moment.
I mean, how long did you keep
How long
up
did it
this
keep up?
pretense?
How long did? Yeah.
You must
Yeah.
have learned your real name eventually.
Well, we didn't start dating straight away, so it was about.
Did
2
you
weeks.
actually date successfully? Like,
Yeah, for a long time.
Did you mac?
Oh, then and there.
How long is a long time?
I'm sure we macked. There was macking.
And cheesing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what macking means.
Did you get fries with that?
I assume I've macked in all my relationships. It sounds like a healthy thing to do.
Mac is making out.
Oh yeah, and then of course, but then not on all of them. Ooh.
Did you mac under the false pretense, or had she learnt your name by then?
No, I wouldn't mack under false pretenses.
So she learnt your name and then you started dating.
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah.
She wasn't phased by this. She was
How-
like, oh,
What happened when she found out?
I think she laughed. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember what she said, but I'm sure it was fine.
I'm thinking lie.
I'm thinking lie.
Lie. What are you
PK?
thinking, PK?
My brain says lie, but he's just
My heart
stupid enough to make.
He is really.
All I know is
Dumb,
it says
isn't
maybe.
Well, I know my guts.
It's enough to turn a man neutral.
I mean, if there's two lies, and I
Well,
want
if
to
you if
agree
you
with
fight your case,
Yeah.
I don't
What
think
makes
I
you-
should.
What
So
makes
you-
you think it's true?
Because
because he's an idiot.
yeah,
yeah, in that case, we've all been typecast before
Yeah.
we even start the game.
I mean,
It's not about what you say, it's about what they are as a person already.
Who you are?
I've known
I don't
him long
understand what they're
enough to
saying about
know
me.
that he's a bumbling buffoon.
So I still think lie.
Yeah,
Lie?
I'll go with lie.
I lie.
We think lie.
This particular anecdote was true.
Oh!
He is that stupid.
That sort of man.
Trying to my Rob Brydon. Yes, Sam did date under false pretense.
That's pretty good.
Please do that after.
Yeah,
every
that's
episode.
pretty good. Yeah, it was in drama class. It was my girlfriend Amy, and I introduced myself as Gareth. And my drama teacher rolled her eyes, but didn't say anything because she was quite used to me. And then
She genuinely thought your name was Gareth.
Yeah,
That
ironically,
sums
the
it
drama
up
teacher
to
thought, that's Sam. And then
well, the rest of the class didn't say anything, and then just for 2 weeks she thought I was Gareth. And
And you
then
just
in
kinda
drama
stuck
when we
with
had
it.
like another thing, and someone said, "Oh, Sam, stop doing that." She was like, "Who's Sam?" I thought, "That's me."
It's your boyfriend, Gareth.
It's your boy.
it's me, baby.
Yeah, so that was it.
Wow.
And then we had a long,
Wow.
happy, successful relationship.
Was she totally okay with the fact that you?
I think so. Again, it was quite a long time ago, so I don't really remember.
Wow.
I think it became like an anecdote at parties. We were like, "How did you meet?" And I was like, "Well, I used to say a false name." Yeah, so it was
My God, so he started off this relationship by lying to you.
yeah.
You mean to go on?
Also perfect for this game. Well done.
There you go.
Wow.
I was thinking ahead. You see, I was like, "Get rid of that relationship.
10-year
Think
plan.
about the game show."
If I start off being weird, she'll know from the start. I'm
Well, you've got to
weird.
be yourself, stupid and weird. Yeah, there you go. So that's
Okay.
yeah.
Speaking of,
Thank you, Sam.
Shall we move on?
Let's do it.
I have once had my nose broken by a convicted pedophile.
wow.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Presumably, he
Explain.
wasn't convicted at the time.
He was not convicted at the time.
He wasn't in jail.
No.
Was
At this point, they had. I don't know whether he had committed the crimes at this point. I'm not entirely sure of the time.
So to clarify,
Hang on, no. What was he trying to accomplish when your nose got broken?
No. What body part did he use to break your nose?
Elbow.
And were you a child?
We were at secondary school, and it was during a rugby game.
Oh.
There was a scrum going on,
Right, okay,
and I
okay.
got an elbow.
So is this someone who was your age and has
It
since
was someone
been...
who was in my year at
Classmates.
school.
Okay.
We were never in the same class. Oh, well, we must have been in this PE
Right, but
class.
yeah.
Right, but they were
Yeah,
your
yeah.
age at the time,
same
but
year
later
Yeah.
convicted
Or
of...
either they were later
Yeah.
convicted. I am not sure whether the crime had already occurred or was occurring during this, because it was while they were at school.
how old were you when this happened then, when your nose got broken?
This must have been
Secondary school.
This must have been year 10, I think.
So what's
So
that,
you're
like 16?
15, 16,
Yeah.
and the guy might have already been doing stuff inappropriately with people younger than 15 or 16.
Yes.
Oh,
Which
I don't
is
like this one.
really grim. I mean,
Can we move to
What
the
happened
next
after?
horrible
Did you know
lie,
your
but
nose
she's
was
so
broken, or did you like?
Well,
did
I
you
don't know if I
like-
fully broken it, but the cartilage is. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's
oh, he
like.
can wiggle his
it's
nose
really-
about.
Oh
I
shit,
think-
there's physical
That's
proof.
That's never been broken. I have a big nose though. Maybe there's a lot of cartilage.
Did a paedophile break your nose too?
There was a lot. I remember
I've got
the blood was like. I was really had quite a bleeding nose.
Yeah.
And I went to my PG. I was like, "Oh, I think I've really hurt my nose." He was like, "Get on with it." And he just didn't give a single.
Given
shit.
that they're presumably not in the Pokemon group, name and shame. Who was this?
Who the
The
pedophile?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, I
if
don't
legally
think
I'm
we should.
allowed to.
actually, yeah.
First names only.
We don't want a named paedophile. on our show.
I'm not going to name
okay.
a convicted pedophile.
Off camera.
Did you know, were they kind of famously weird at the
Yeah,
time?
were they like a
did
weird
you have
kid?
any inkling that
Not
this person
really,
was
like, they
like
weren't-
that? Or
They weren't necessarily like the popular kids, but
But it wasn't kind of...
they had friends. They were in a
Oh,
different
Christ,
friend
they're
group
into
to me,
something.
There's so
but
many
I
jokes
knew
you can
of
do about the
them.
league. You could say, I didn't know X was at your school, and then put the league villain in there, and you could. But we don't have one, so ignore it.
I don't think we should accuse someone of
I
being
don't think I should
paedophile.
accuse someone of being a convicted
Yeah, I know,
pedophile.
but don't do it.
I mean, it's quite easy to accuse someone of being convicted, because then you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But-
You can't really accuse someone of being convicted. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Did you do anything back ever? If it's in a rugby game, presumably it's an accident. You just
It was
gonna
during
go,
a rugby
oh, I'm
game.
sorry.
I don't think he even knows to this day that he had even hit anyone, or if he did, who he hit.
Right.
That's not what he's going to stay up at
No,
night.
it was
over.
just no.
If guilt comes
he's-
back, it's not going to be.
Don't
I
you?
think I punched
Hang
that guy
on,
in the face.
hang on,
What,
hang on. No, hang
what-
on, hang on. Don't you lock arms in a scrum? I'm sure you
Did he
lock
say
arms
it was
like
Did he say it
that.
was in a scrum?
Yeah, he
He
did.
said
It was
rugby,
either
I
a
don't know.
scrum or a mole. Are they called moles?
I don't know enough anymore.
Yeah, where there's like
I'm
it's
sure
the scrum is like the mole is like the standing.
No,
up
because you
surface.
lock shoulders like that, and
don't
you
believe
lock
Right.
arms. So.
What are you saying? That makes it more or
Yeah,
less
but
likely?
I don't see how
You
the
wouldn't get an
could-
elbow.
Yeah, you wouldn't slip, would you?
I can't remember if he was on my team or the opposing team.
I,
But then they
think-
face
I
away from
think
you,
if
so
you
you
get
wouldn't-
elbowed in the face, the game stops. People go, "Wow, what
No,
happened to you?"
No, not in rugby.
Rugby's
you
a man's
can't-
game.
No, you get trodden on and all sorts. They don't stop.
They
it.
just
It's
let
only,
it go on.
it's only if you get
a man's
concussed
game.
and go straight
But you've
down.
got,
Not
you've
at
got,
15.
you can only hand off people
Not your
like in the
school.
chest and stuff, can't you? You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
If you smack,
Yeah,
if you smack someone in the face, somebody,
that's
somebody
someone-
pays attention. I would
Yeah.
hope.
Well, you don't think the teacher
dunno.
calls a halt to proceedings. I think it's
It's a strange thing to make up. If it's come from the twisted mind of JP or PK,
yeah.
then
I think that's a really specific lie. But there's enough
we need a
detail it
close up
could
of
be.
PK's face. There.
And JP's as well. It's the same expression. It made me very uncomfortable.
So my gut tells me it's a lie, but it could be a very, very well
I think
told.
it's specific enough to be true.
I think it's specific enough to be true, but I flip-flopped from the last one, got it wrong. So I'm going to stick to my conviction. I think it's true. Thinking out loud.
I think it's true. I think it's just horrible and crazy enough that
I
you
don't-
wouldn't come up with it.
Joe's a very good liar.
I don't think that
He is
story could have
inscrutable.
happened, but yeah,
I think
particularly
it's the
if
sort of
game
thing you
carries
find
on.
out about people at school, right? In 10 years' time, you go, "Oh Christ, such and such went
Yeah,
to
and
prison."
It's
for
not
that."
a story at the time. I just got
Yeah,
elbowed
yeah,
once.
But it's also not a story
But
you would
that
tell
guy
to your
went on
friends
to-
as well. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, a paedophile broke my face," Then they'd be like,
I think it's true.
I'm still not convinced. I think it's a lie.
I think you
but-
lock arms in a scrum. I think that's my difference maker.
Well,
I think it's a lie. I think we're going lie.
So you say you
Loving
weren't
the inner
gonna
turmoil going through.
yeah,
so-
completely flip flopped.
Lie and lie.
Yeah.
I think lie.
Okay,
lie.
flip-flop.
we're going for lie.
It is True.
No!
I knew it.
Keep getting it wrong for us.
Pedo scrum.
It's not what they shouted because they didn't know. They just didn't know.
Oh, there's not many questions I want to ask now.
Yeah, I know.
God.
Leave it to after.
I'm so sorry for everyone involved.
Everyone involved, particularly you and your poor nose.
I know, right?
Yeah, God. So is that?
You don't
Oh,
know why
yeah,
you
it's
got
all,
broken
I,
nose.
yeah, I don't think it was like properly because otherwise it would have been like proper.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah,
been.
But
yeah.
it's just it was definitely was a lot more solid, and now it's very a
Wibbly.
flexible
Mushy.
nose.
Yeah.
But it always springs back to place. It's not like it's like
It's not visibly broken.
yeah, it just hurt. I was like it was really numb. There was a lot of blood. And I was like, oh, Mr. Chris, I think I've hurt my nose. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Was it Pedo Dave?
Well-known pedo
Fair
Dave.
enough. Okay.
That's grim. I'm so sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't me that
I
really
don't-
suffered
I
at the
don't
hands of this pedophile. It was someone else. A lot of a group of other people.
Oh
at least.
no.
It's, Ray, why didn't you
Really?
start?
It's a bit of a penalty
Hopefully
shootout.
to lighten
I once
the
elbowed
nose.
Joe in the face.
That's the joke I was going for, but it just didn't work.
He's self-deprecating about it.
Okay. I once rewrote a piece of Pokemon fan fiction because it was riddled with grammatical errors.
What was it? Lewd fan fiction.
I would,
We know you did it, but was it lewd?
it depends on your definition of lewd. I'd say not explicit, but of a...
Was
Of a
Sabrina
certain
in it?
Suggestive
My
nature.
question is, was it lewd after you'd finished with it or before you?
It was
So-
probably...
He meant to write cock.
Did
I
you
would-
edit it or did you write it? Sorry.
I did not write it, so this was something that I
Okay.
found on fanfiction.net.
And there's
And
a
it
lot of
was-
weird stuff on there.
And you were
It-
perusing
yeah,
that just for...
It was a...
Surfing for
It was
grammatical
a
errors, or-
theme and a cast that I liked, but the execution...
Was it Sabrina? Was it Sabrina?
It was Gardevoir's healing
Possibly.
beast.
Was it Sabrina? Tell me.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to edit it?
Because as I said, I liked the idea, but the execution was poor. I think maybe it had been written either by someone slightly younger than me, perhaps, or just someone for whom English wasn't a first language, or who was shit at writing. I don't know. But there are a lot of, could-ofs and should-ofs and misspellings and kind of,
So hang on a minute. So you're
on sentences. So I kind of thought, I'm going to take this and I'm going to, I'm going
Control
to
make
C.
it-
Yeah. So
Control
how were you able to like freely edit this? Did you,
You can do
copy it
Well,
and
No, you can do it on
re-upload it
Yeah.
on your thing?
Yeah,
Or-
you can like make edits and it shows edit history.
Sam, you seem to know
You
a lot
can't.
about
You
this.
can't edit someone else's fiction.
That's
This
been
was
published,
just
yeah.
for my own satisfaction.
Oh,
So I
I
did.
bet
So,
it was.
so when I say edit, I didn't change the version that I
It
found
was on the site. No.
I don't know if it still exists. Who knows? But I didn't change that. But I took my own version and I edited it
Did you make any changes to the story or plot other than just
to
grammatical
the story.
changes? Did you change the lead character's
Maybe.
name to Ray, perchance?
Focus training.
The lead character was not named. Because it was in the second person. So that came kind of ready-made.
I'm not 100%.
I would
I'm
say
struggling to believe that he's come onto this website with lewd Pokemon content featuring his favourite.
Not all of it is
His favourite gin
not to be
tonics.
fair. There's
Rather
a lot of
than
pure stuff as
doing
well.
the
Quite a lot of
normal
it's
thing
lewd.
of getting your dick.
well.
I'm going to edit this.
Sometimes you just can't. The writing's that bad.
Okay. What I will say is I didn't have the internet at home until I got to sixth form because my parents are very old-fashioned. We didn't have internet, so my only source for internet was to go to the local library.
So much
Have
worse.
that sort of stuff.
So I actually went to the library with my floppy disk.
You're probably what?
Sorry, your floppy disk in the world of the internet.
Yeah. Well, I did. This was. I think it was before USB sticks were widely affordable,
Yeah.
or I couldn't afford one. I think it was just. Yeah, it must have been when I was kind of 14, 15 or so. I think a USB stick would still have been like 40 quid or whatever.
And 8 megabytes tops.
Yeah.
But it's,
And there's a lot of fan
I
Now
want
for a
fiction.
PS2
I want
game
to bring
card.
home stuff from the internet from the library, Dad. What can I do? Oh well, here's some. Here's a floppy disk.
Have you met Ray's dad?
Yeah, no, they are very old-fashioned.
They are very old-fashioned. Yeah, so I went to the library with my floppy
No,
disk,
he's not trying to
saved the
convince
file.
me.
So I took my own copy home and then decided they needed some improvement. maybe
Before?
before
I
my
imagine you thought, well,
wonderful reading experience.
What
I
if
don't know
someone
what
else
else you're
finds it
talking
and
about.
think I wrote it? Then your literary career will be ruined. So it had to be of good quality. In case
Or
someone else
burst.
stumbled across
Why
it.
would anyone think I'd written it?
Because you have it. It's on your floppy disk.
I don't. Yeah,
His
unless
parents could have accessed the floppy disk though. They're not going to go.
How
What is
old
this?
were you at the time?
I had a high degree of trust. I was about 14 or 15.
14, 15.
Oh.
That is a horny age.
It is a horny age, but it was, as I said, this is why I said it was lewd, not explicit, because it wasn't blocked by the library safe search filter, my arch
that makes
nemesis.
sense.
Wait, so
And I also
14,
didn't
what-
quite have the depth of experience or specificity of imagination to make it too, like I made a few changes, but I didn't know enough really.
Yeah.
to
So
make
with no
it-
experience, you could
Like-
have gone and then.
Right,
Yeah.
Position number 4 from the Scrum is to
Right.
we all know.
It was all, very exciting, but still quite mysterious to me. So
What?
it was,
What tags were you searching to come across? Like, what
Cast
were
your
your...
mind back 13 years.
Oh, I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he, to this day, he probably still frequents
But he doesn't want to tell.
well, Sabrina is
He's got a
obvious.
fiance.
Sabrina.
Or Natsumi, as she's called in the Japanese version.
Oh, you sealed the deal there.
throws up more of the fan art, perhaps. And I mean, I don't want to get, I didn't know I didn't know the, all the terms necessarily.
I get. Did
To
it start
search
off
for,
slow and then get really lewd?
And then become a king.
Again, before or after the rewrite?
Before or after the
rewrite was
rewrite.
extensive.
I think, so I think maybe some of the rewriting I did was probably cutting some of the
The
preamble.
waffle, yeah.
Oh, straight to the...
Gets the good stuff, yeah.
No,
But a lot of those fan fictions start like, it was a summer day and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of real amateur
We don't
writing
care about
stuff.
the weather.
And then you got a what?
But I knew from the title that it was a winner. So
It was going
Okay.
somewhere.
How long do you think it took you to do this editing before you had a final copy that you were like...
before I had a final copy, I'd say I did it all in an evening. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a multiple hour... How
Passion
long was
project.
this fanfic? Like...
I mean, it felt like a big piece of writing at the time, but I don't know. It must have been 6-7 pages. Not like a
Yeah.
It was a
Not like
one
your
shot.
later
A novel in 14 parts.
Well,
Like
was-
it's
it was-
later work.
it was
Do you
very
know
much
how
more
old
extensive.
the fanfiction was
and in-depth.
that you did? Like how long ago had it been written?
can we
before you
link
did
it in the description?
I have no idea if it still exists, and I'm not sure.
We haven't got anything that reads
But you
I
can
don't-
rewrite
I
it
don't
from
know.
memory at this
I mean,
point, right?
it was when I was
It's
when I was
his first
14
love.
or so. So that's
How are we gonna read a floppy
15 years
disk?
ago. I don't know how long it had been
must have
around
been
when I
like
found
Gen
it. I don't
3
know.
or 4 around then, and this is Gen 1 he's talking about.
I mean,
Yeah, but he's still
She's a
talking about
very
Sabrina
popular
now.
character.
She's still number one.
Oh.
Oh,
number one in our generation.
I'm leaning
As Rob Bryan, I'm
towards...
going to have to push you for an answer.
I'm leaning towards true.
I
really don't know.
I
on
hope
this
it's
one.
true.
I want to say false. I think this is too well crafted.
Ooh.
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
I want to believe. So I'm going to say true.
See, I think it's true.
I mean,
But is it
are
also
you going
really
majority
well
rule or are
crafted
you going
lie?
to
It is really well crafted, and they have had time to prepare.
Has a few.
Yeah, everyone has had.
That's not unique to us.
Everyone has had a
That's
short
thinking
amount of
around.
time.
They've had
Prepare
many
lies.
weeks to prepare these lies.
I don't know. I still feel it's true. I feel the library, the old-fashioned pet. Like, I feel true.
Are we going true?
I'm saying
I still
true.
think lie.
I want to say
but
it's true.
True.
you guys will say true. Then.
We're going to outvote you.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Ray,
say
will you reveal
it's
the
true.
answer?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh!
Sorry.
No, Ray did not rewrite any erotic fanfiction.
He did, but it was a CD-ROM.
Yeah, you did say all right.
One tiny detail.
It's a
Her Japanese
technically
name
correct.
isn't Nasumi.
It's actually Hatsune.
Floppy disk. 20.
No, but it was like,
that bit was that bit is actually true.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
with
You
the
got floppy disk to like
Yeah.
on your school at 15.
Oh, not the no the public library.
Oh,
not
the public
school
library.
Yeah.
Okay, not the school library. Okay. I mean, you didn't do it, so it's yeah, whatever.
He did go with his floppy disk. Though.
But he did go with
I
his
didn't
floppy disk.
rewrite anything.
I took it
It was
verbatim.
flawless.
Masturbated
It was already
furiously.
You're a monster.
Amazing.
Poor grammar and all, only made it hotter. Right.
Moving
PK.
on.
So,
Yeah.
right. The first.
The leafy boy himself.
I once accidentally went on a date with a female escort.
How accidental was this? Who did you think you were going to go on a date with?
Oh no, I knew I was going on a date with her.
Right.
But you didn't
You
know
found
she-
out after she was about to charge you for the experience.
Essentially, yes. So this was during my early uni days, where I was a much wilder man.
How good was the date?
And wild he was.
Well,
Yeah, how far did it all go?
When did she give you the bill?
And did
After
you get-
dinner or
did you have
in
to
the
pay?
morning
When
after?
he went to give her the bill and she gave it, and you were like, "Oh, this is awkward."
funnily enough, the date didn't get very far. I didn't have that sort of money. I'm a student.
So it was what, straight down to business? I've never hired an escort.
Sure, sure. What about that Sabrina wig you've got in your bedroom?
I mean, it was. I didn't exactly go on a website, be like, escorts in Nottingham.
Well, she
So-
must want to.
How did it come
Yeah, you
about?
see, you sit down across from her. What you had dinner, presumably.
So we went to a bar, as you know. I did.
Yeah.
So first of all, we got talking, got chatting, and then decided, oh yeah, she's pretty cool, like bit of laugh and whatever. It's like, okay, I'll meet up with her sometime. And then during the flirting, she was like going up to it. She's like, oh, I'm an expensive woman, like don't worry about it. And I thought, oh, it's just a bit of harmless. She's just being coy. It's like, oh, now I'm gonna have to pay for a few drinks and all that.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and we started talking like properly. And she was like, no, like genuinely, like it's for an hour, it's like at least 50 quid. And I was like, what? What are you on about? I'm like,
That's
and
very
she was
rich
like,
for a student.
ooh, I think there's something I've got to tell you.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
ooh, yeah.
Do you
So,
regret not going through?
Like a roundabout way of saying,
You mean-
out of 10, no, out of 10.
you mean me in 2019? Did I regret it? Or me in?
Was she attractive or was she like you were drunk and she looked
Oh
attractive?
no, she was attractive.
When she was working as a
Yeah.
professional escort.
She
She
made a lovely living out of it, let me tell you.
yeah.
Did she offer you a discount?
I'm sure she
Not all
did.
professional
If she had, maybe it would have gone further.
Ooh, that's a
But
tricky one.
it wasn't sort of like you did what? How could
Yeah.
you have that sort of career?
So,
I
were
say
you
career.
embarrassed to tell, like, did you go back and say to your mates, okay, well, that didn't work out then, I'm not going to go back to the... Ignore her, she wasn't the one after all.
It took me a couple of days. Mainly because they were like, oh, you're home early. Like, I thought
Yeah.
you were going on a date.
That's
What
also-
happened here? And I was like, I'll tell you in a bit. Don't worry.
That's sort of prime banter fuel as well. At you,
Yeah.
and you want to keep that on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like pre-drinks, a few days later, I kind of spilled it. It was like, yeah, she's actually,
Did you see
an
it
escort.
around town again? Like, oh, escort.
On a job?
Yeah.
once or twice, but obviously
Yeah.
it's not anything I'd be like, I know you.
Yeah.
Are you on the job? How's it going? Like,
Go to like, hey, rugby.
Hey, it's that Prozza! Hey.
whoa.
I was the scapegoat who
Escort,
couldn't
escort,
afford you.
sorry.
I couldn't afford you.
Escorts,
remember?
not prostitutes.
I can afford
They
you
were
now,
very
come back.
different. Like,
Classier.
there were
I
interactions
guess
with those,
so.
but that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's not the question.
Oh
No,
wow.
well, we have to ask to get the story.
What do you think, Ray? How do you lean towards?
I think it might be a lie.
You think
Oh, I
it's
think
a
it might
lie?
be true.
I think it
Think
might be
so.
true as well because I think I may. This is ringing a bell for me. I think
Oh, you
someone
think maybe
I
you
know.
read
this
it on
story
the...
before.
Maybe, but I also think that PK, he was very wild in his uni days. I've heard
Yeah.
lots of-
That's not that wild. He got confused.
I know,
it
but
wasn't
I'm
like he aimed for an escort.
But I'm thinking this might be like the door that opened the
This was
deviant.
the gateway escort.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
You think, well, I've already had a funny escort
could-
story. Why not make it worse?
Yeah, I could go either way. He just looks shifty.
His eyes are too close together. If I was an escort, I'd charge him double.
I'm not Sam. I'm not looking.
Yeah.
I think it's true.
I think it's true as well.
It's the sort of thing, and like the immediate. If he'd said something like, and then we had a wild night, and she charged me at the end.
Yeah, because you, as a student,
But-
you'd be like, "Whoa, I can't afford that." You're...
It wasn't like a crazy story of you and the escort going out on the town and
Yeah.
at the
Right,
end.
quite.
We don't like
It was quite-
snorting coke
Yeah.
up a bathroom. Like,
Yeah, it was quite
Yeah.
tame, really. So
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards true.
I think it's true as well. You think you
Right.
agree with us?
If you two think it's true, then
PK,
True is
please
what we're going
reveal.
I can reveal that it is in fact a lie.
Oh, no!
So
Wow.
we're now
Oh, one
2
up.
up on you. No, 2 up.
No, it's
Because
one up.
they got mine wrong as well, didn't they?
I think everyone's
Well,
been
everyone's
wrong.
been wrong
Everyone's
so
been
far.
wrong
It's
except
definitely a
for,
draw.
oh,
I
yeah.
don't think we've.
Oh.
no one
None of us
Oh
are
wait, no,
correct,
oh yeah,
yes.
none of them wrong.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Lie,
We're
true,
incredibly
lie,
good
and yours
liars.
was
Yeah, we've all
Swings
got
and
it.
misses.
Lie, true
lie,
lie.
true, lie. Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
we're going to call
So
that
it's
a break at the end of round
At
one.
round
one.
1, we've still got more to come.
Yeah, don't go away. We
Don't
just
go
want to
away.
make sure that everything works. So
Yeah.
see you in a second.
See you in a second.
Cool.
Drink!